What's going on, YouTube? So remember like a video ago, 2 videos ago, when I was having a really hard week and I was thinking, oh, maybe I'm gonna clip to that scene in the other video and then clip back. I kept telling myself, like, what are you doing? Like, you shouldn't be doing this. Maybe you should just focus on improving your physique instead of competing. Like, why are you choosing to compete right now? Like, I don't think you have what it takes, and like, kind of like a lot of that kind of self-scrutiny. That was awesome, right? Yeah, I did that. Sweet editing skills. Anyway, so I was feeling like really insecure. Like, I didn't think that my physique was ready to compete. My proportions are off. My upper body is not matching my lower body. And so my coaches and I were supposed to start discussing when and how long to cut for. And basically, Seth, he handles most of my nutrition. He called me and was like, we think you shouldn't compete. And I mean, in my like girly 16-year-old brain, I took that statement as like, you're not good enough, you shouldn't compete. So I was like really upset, like after talking to him. But what I was really defeated about him saying that I shouldn't compete. And they were basically saying that it would be like, I wouldn't go in with my best package, that I should spend 6 months building my upper body to match my lower body. They like said a bunch of really positive things about like my genetics and like, you know, you have what it takes to be great. So you just need to take the time. So I thought about it for a few days and I called a few people. I thought about it for like a day. And I called a few people whose opinions I really value. So I called my ex-boyfriend of like 2.5 years. He's like my best friend, so I called him and asked him his advice. And I called my girlfriend Sam, who is really active in the fitness industry, and her boyfriend competes, excuse me, her husband competes, and has worked with Seth and Vanessa in the past. And also I called my grandmother because her opinion is my favorite. And she told me that, you know, she's like, you're gonna be incredible, like no matter what you do. And she was like, if competing in November will hinder you if you want to take this really far, she was like, you owe it to yourself to see how good you can be. She's like, you are gonna be great at anything. She's my grandma and she's supposed to say that. But she said that I'll be upset with myself if I don't give it like 100% my first go. So I'm listening to that and I realized that one of the only reasons I was kind of thinking about still competing in November after what Seth had told me, really just, I guess in a humbling way, kind of had to do with like my pride and my ego. You know, like my pride about like, and my ego about telling everybody that I was going to compete and like looking like a quitter and like, you know, thinking about, oh, what are these people going to think about me? What do I think about myself? I started this, I had all this momentum, and so I'm going to take that momentum, take everything from this and just direct it into doing it right. So that concludes this series of road to competing, and we're gonna start a new one, which is like that bulk life. And that's what I'm gonna do for the next 6 months, bulk up. Then I have a trip to Ireland in March, and so I'm gonna see if my coaches will kind of cut me up for that, you know. Who knows, maybe I'll meet my future husband in Ireland. So gotta be looking good for that. And then I will try to compete next summer. I'm a little disappointed about not competing, but I'm also really excited for the possibilities of what's to come, and I'm really happy that my coaches were honest with me. It also means that I don't pay them as much money anymore. And so I think it was really nice that they advised me for something that would be in my best interest opposed to you know, what would be in their best interest. And so I'm really excited to continue working with them, have them coach me through my bulk, put on a bunch of muscle, and compete, and hopefully, well, now I want to win. Like, before I didn't really care about winning, but like, if I'm putting 6 months into building muscle, like, I'm showing up to take home a sword. I'm taking home a samurai sword, and I'm gonna get on a high horse afterwards and go gallop around the town. But that's just also my ego speaking again. So, you know, I just felt like I should update you all and let you know that, like, sorry if you thought that my abs would be making an appearance at some point soon, but they're not. I'm gonna stay soft for a while. I just got my calories increased again. I'm allowed to eat bananas if my body keeps maintaining on so much food, which is like really shocking. I eat a lot of food. But if my weight keeps maintaining, then I get extra cheat meals. So right now I'm supposed to be maintaining between 127 and 130. My weight naturally will fluctuate as I put on muscle and change body composition. So I'm looking forward to this. It's gonna be, I kind of went into this like just wanting to like prove to myself that I was capable, and I feel like my mindset has been kind of switched a little bit, and you know, show everybody that I'm really great instead of just showing myself. So anyways, I think that this will conclude like this little video. Just gonna post like a really short one. Thank you to all of my friends and family that support me and that like aren't mad or judging me for like dropping out of the competition in November. I'm gonna go get my camp on for the weekend, kind of relax. This will conclude my series of the road to competing, which brought me at a crossroads, and we're just gonna sit there for a second. So yeah, and I guess my next series will be That Bulk Life. I'm gonna call it That Bulk Life. I'm sure there's like 70 other series that are called That Bulk Life, but that's what I'm doing. So once again, thanks for watching. Oh God, I'm not wearing makeup. My hair is wet. I'm a mess. Yeah. Okay, thanks guys. See you in the next video.